We are learning about prepositions and prepositional phrases. I put on my website a list of the most common prepositions. I ask you guys to take notes. If you did not take notes, please print a copy of this list. You will have to know it in order to analyze sentences from now on. So this is a list of the prepositions. Please study them, go through them. You don't have to memorize them, but you will have to recognize them in a sentence. Now, we already learned the sentence flow. This is just an addition to the same sentence flow. It should be step 5. After you found the adverbs, you will find the prepositions. So let's see. First rule to find a prepositional phrase: find the preposition. The preposition's label is P. Okay? After you have found the preposition, ask the preposition what or who. And you will see what I mean by this when we analyze a sentence. And third, and the answer to this will be the object of the preposition. Finally, everything from the P to the OP, it's the prepositional phrase. Okay, first find the preposition, then ask the preposition what or who. The answer is the OP. Everything from the P to the OP is the prepositional phrase. Now, you will see what I mean by that. Let's do a sentence here, and everything will be clearer. Okay. Sorry, need to erase this really quick. Okay, so the first thing you know, the first thing you need to find in a sentence is the subject now. So we're still doing the sentence flow. The first thing you need to find is the subject noun. What is this sentence about? What is it talking about? It's talking about workers. That is the subject noun. So first of all, we find the subject noun. After we found the subject noun, we have to find the verb. What are the workers doing? Walking. Walked is the verb, and you can split there. This is the subject. This is the subject. This is the predicate. Everything to the right of the line. All right. Third, you find the adjectives. You do that by asking the noun. What kind of workers? Well, the busy workers. How many workers? We don't know. Which workers? We don't know. All right. But you have to ask all the nouns, not just the subject noun. There's another noun in this sentence, and it's site. That's a noun. What kind of site? Well, construction site. How many sites? Doesn't say. Which sites? Doesn't say. Okay, after we found the adjectives, we found the adverb. Of course, if I'm going too fast, it's because I assume you guys know this, or you have the chart with you, and you can look at it as you look at this, the sentence flow chart. Adverbs, you ask the verb. They walked how? It doesn't say. They walked where? To the construction site. They walked when? Early. Adverb. They walked when? Yesterday. Adverb. You also ask the adjective, but you know it's pretty much all done, except that this is an article. This is an article. It's pretty much all done, so there's no point in keep looking for them. Now, to the construction side answers the adverb question, but it's not an adverb because it's not one word. It's actually 4 words. Besides, you know that too, since you study the list, the preposition list, you know that that is a preposition. And like we said in the rules before, first of all, find the preposition. Then ask the preposition to what or to whom. They walked to what? They walked to the site. If this is the answer to the question, then that is the OP. Everything from the P to the object, everything from the preposition to the object of the preposition is the prepositional phrase. Okay, so this whole thing is the prepositional phrase. Let's do one more. Actually, let me. Okay, let's say the boys play in the park. Okay, so first of all, find the subject noun. You know it's boys. That's what the sentence is about. What are they doing? Playing. That's the verb. We can split subject and predicate. This is the subject. This is the predicate. The it's an article. You know that. The it's an article. Let's find the adjective. What kind of boys? Doesn't say. How many boys? Doesn't say. So we already find the subject noun, the verb. We're trying to find adjectives. Which boys? Doesn't say. Okay, park. You know it's another noun. What kind of park? Doesn't say. Which park? Doesn't say. How many parks? Doesn't say. So there's no adjectives. Actually, we're pretty much done here. All we have to find is in. This answers the question where in the park, but in the park is not an adverb, so there are no adverbs because it's not one word. And you know by now that that is a preposition. So let's ask the question. In what? In the park. This answers the what question, the preposition question, so that is the OP. In the park. Everything from the preposition to the object of the preposition is the prepositional phrase. I hope that helps. If you have any question, please let me know. And we're going to keep reviewing this in class anyway. Thank you.